Old Steve-O here. It's May 26th. So what are we going to do? I'm going to check these hives, see if we got any queens in them. See what kind of happiness we got. Yeah. Guys, get your hike in this morning? You what? You were in bed? No. I told you before now. See, I wrap these around and leave them on till the month's up. That way, you know, kind of like a little record keeping deal. What do we got in this little beauty? Seem to be calm, laid back. What is happening? Good little bit of honey here. Nice little chunk of honeycomb, all sealed up. A little fat drone right there. Little fat boy right there. Yeah. Okay. What else is on our little Easter basket here? Got honey, we got some old cells here. If she get hatched, that's a good honey and pollen frame right here. Pretty nice. I brought some extra supers along so I could put them in here if I needed to. Nice pretty day down here in Florida. 70s today. Very, very unusual for Florida. Very unusual. I don't see any queen activity in this one at all, guys. Nothing, but my goodness, they have loaded this out with honeycomb. Look at the honeycomb. This is, blow them out of the way so you can see that. All sealed up, pretty stuff. Isn't that beautiful? Looks like we might have had a failure on the this little girl coming back. I'm going to check it good here. If I don't see her in here, I'm going to shake these bees on the ground. Salvage this equipment. See, this one here, I'll put in another hive. This other stuff here, this sealed brood, this sealed honey, I will steal that. I'm going to steal that and take to the house. There's a beautiful frame here. I do not see her here. Sometimes you get bad weather, and at the 30-day period, you know, and she can't get out to lay. To breed. And so she could be holed up for a week. But our weather really hasn't been that bad. There's nothing in this hive other than pollen and honey and a good bit of bees. Now, most of these bees, see, are a month old. Now, you can see where they made a cell. and it hatched, and she could have went out on her mating flight, got eaten by a bluebird or a dragonfly or whatever, and then we've lost her. Okay? So this would be a good frame right here to make up another one, another colony. And what I'll probably do is just take this frame right here, and while I'm here is rob something out from another hive, and I'll mark a date on this one, take back to my other location, and set that up, and then mark that, and then 30 days from that we'll come back in and check it. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do, because I do not see her here at all. Make sure, look in the bottom real well, make sure she's not sneaking around in the bottom here. Sometimes they do that. They'll be sneaking around in the bottom. It's a nice laid back colony. Like I say, there's lots of bees here. I just do not see this little rascal. There's some more. There's some more cells right there, there and there, that have been torn down. So they did make a queen, and yeah. All right. I'm going to put this back in here. I'm going to put these bees back in here. I'm going to brush these bees off this honeycomb. I'm going to steal this comb. Now, when you're doing your comb, don't get crazy with that smoker, okay? For the simple fact, you're going to have it... Your honeycomb is going to smell like smoke. You know, I don't know if people are into smoked honeycomb, but I'm not. So on the bottom of my truck, I brought extra boxes and lids. I'm going to take this one over to my truck. Keep these girl, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to leave this little starter jobby in here also. And I'm going to steal this little guy here too. Pretty stuff. Isn't that beautiful? Alrighty, let's go into this hive here now. This is a stacked up hive. Get the camera right here. I was having a hard time getting the stupid thing on my on this monkey suit I'm in here. So that's why I've got it sitting on a box for you. slap full of honey. I mean slap full. It is heavy. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Pretty stuff. A great big piece just busted out there. I'm going to put over on this lid here. Sometimes they do that. They get, you know, all wild and crazy with this stuff. I'll put this on this bucket right here like this and set it over here. And they can rob it out later. Wow. That is some kind of heavy stuff right here. And this whole box drives me slap. Well, I take it back. This outside frame here isn't. And this is pretty much, we've had a pretty good, looks like a pretty good flow on our saw palmetto. That's what's been blooming. And I'll tell you what, this year, it looks to me like old Steve-O's going to get a nice little harvest of saw palmetto berries. Yeah, and what I do with those is I make tincture, saw palmetto berry tincture. I collect the fruit, then I dry the fruit. I try to collect it when it's orange, and then when it turns black, it's done. And then what I do is put it on a cutting board and chop it up. So all the seeds and pulp around the seed, all of that goes in a quart jar. I put a whole cup in there, and then I top it out with 80 proof vodka. And then I shake it every day for 2 months. Then it's done. Then you strain it, put it in small tincture bottles, dropper bottles, and I'll usually do like a tablespoon per day. Good for the old prostate, for all you old timers and young ones also. I would start doing this in your 30s if I were you, but I'm not you. So I'll be back. I got this stuff in the truck, and I gotta keep taking them off of here. They're gonna try to rob here soon. So I'm going to put it in the truck and cover it up. So I'll be back and forth. Hello again. Yeah, I'm going to be back and forth here with this little operation, so bear with me. These things are heavy. I'm telling you guys, this is all the hive you need, really. You don't need those big 10-frame boxes. These little small hives are all you need, especially when you get to be an old fart like me. Well, this one I can't rob, darn it. This one has got plasticell in it, so I can't cut it out for comb honey. But this one next to it isn't. This one is just natural comb with my string in there, my string trick, you know. So I can rob this one. That's all I'm going to do, guys, use that cookie cutter trick and cut this out, put in those little clamshell bucket or containers. It's a good way to go. Okay, let's go over. Let's go down through here and see what's happening. Starting to get a little sticky here. Hang on, I gotta go get a towel. I don't want this camera all juiced up with honey. There we go. Although this camera is waterproof and all that stuff, but I just don't want to get everything all juiced up, you know. Alright, this comb right here, we'll just borrow this from the Little Twisted Sisters. Yeah, you girls are going to have to share with old Steve-O now. He's not here to play games. I think that's about all the honey I need to rob today. I want to get down in here and see what else we got. I'll tell you what, this is a hive right here to rob it. You know, if any hive puts honey up like this dude's doing, these are the ones you want to rob from to make up your next colonies. And this thing's almost like honey bound. I mean, it's not. Of course, the nest may be probably on the very bottom. Yeah. This thing is just loaded with honey. I mean, slap loaded with honey. So what I'm going to do is go downstairs and make up another nook from this colony. I'm liking it. I'm liking this little puppy. So what I want to do here, I've got plenty of honey. I've got pollen. I got honey. So what I want to do is shove 2 frames of brood in this box right here. Yeah, I'll put that, I've only got two stands set up like this. These pipe things, like I've been showing you guys. And so I've got the 4 hives in the swamp, or stands in the swamp. And what I'll do is sitting there tripping over my tape there. Let's see what we got down here. Come on out of there. Honey pollen, I don't need that because I've already got that over there. I don't want to really steal this. Are you kidding me? I don't see. This whole hive is like the other one. I mean, it's just nothing but pollen. I mean, it's got everything in the world you want. There's not the first egg in this hive. It's nothing but honey and pollen. Tons of bees. Obviously, when I brought this thing over here, it had plenty, you know. So there's another hive there I can make up some more bees with. Make up more nooks. So, yeah. I'm going to switch this around. Switch this dude around. See what's in this one. Alright, we got us a queen in this one. Laying pattern. Laying this thing up really nice. Nice pattern. Nice pattern. All sealed brood there. So she's been back. She's been laying good. Don't see her yet. Here's where she emerged from, right there. There's one of the old cells. That's where there was another one right beside it. A lot of eggs here. It's like a pretty good quality queen here to me. I don't see mommy yet. Where are you hiding? Stop hiding on those people. I've been doing this stuff, guys, for 50 some years now, over 50 years. I never get tired of it. Maybe I'm easy to entertain, but I'll tell you what. You guys need to get into this hobby. Never been bored with it. It's interesting, you never know what you're gonna find, you know? I'd like to, usually I'm pretty fast at finding these things. You'd think I'd be able to find it in this little small colony. Sometimes they're pretty sneaky. They get on the inside of the walls. That's why I'm taking all these frames out, because I'll look inside. Now here, see this nasty little guy here? He just went shooting in that hole right there. It's an African hive beetle. Now that I'm seeing those, I'm going to break out. I've got a little trap that I put in these hives. When I start seeing them little rascals coming in, they're a real pain. The bees, if you've got a strong colony, they'll handle them. They'll take care of them. They'll run them out. But they carry viruses, and that's my feeling on them. Is what's helping with this colony collapse disorder stuff that's been going on. Back in the early days, like early beekeeping days, I did not have to deal with them things. They weren't here. They were not here. Alright, I'm tilting this box up and looking in here to see if that sneaky little girl is down in here. Because I would like to know where she's at. Because I'm debating whether to leave her here or take her with me to the other yard. See, I'm in the middle of the day right now, and you've got a majority of the bees out in the field working. So if you took her and a few frames of bees and leave the rest of them here with just some eggs, then you've got a powerhouse of bees to rebuild this colony, make a new queen. Plus I brought sugar water with me to really jack them up. When you feed them, they're making real jelly, lots of it, and they're feeding that queen. That's the key to getting a good queen. Is to have plenty of royal jelly pumped to them fresh eggs. They will select, oh, I don't know, 3, 4, half a dozen, and eggs, and they will decide we're going to make a queen with those eggs. Are you hiding in here? Huh. Very sneaky queen, I can't find her. Sneaky little devil, where are you? She's probably not on this frame, see, because it's just all honey. She's going to be normally wandering around on them ones that, but you never know. She could slip over here on one of these. I think my decision here, guys, is to put this hive back together. Not take nothing from her. See if she's on this one. Maybe she's over here sneaking around. This is my last little hope to find her here. Although I've got a couple over here. I'm going to call this hive good, and I'll mark it. This good hive. Now I'm going to come back in. See this hive has just got all kinds of eggs. I don't know if you can see it or not. The white eggs in there. This is the honey on the outside, and that's all eggs. And then there's larvae, but eggs are up in here, and I don't know. I'll try to tilt that real slow, and you can see those little white standing up eggs in there. This would actually be a fairly good frame to steal to make them up a nook, because they will go in and select a few of those eggs and draw out a new queen. I'm going to put this hive back together, mark it as queen right. I'm going to go into this colony and see what's happening here. I'm going to go put another super on. I'm going to go put another super on this thing. do is put them on and slide them bees out of the way. Give this queen some more laying room in here. Come back in a week and recheck that one. See how they're doing. Let's go into this last colony. See what's cooking in here. Now what I'm going to do is go back to my other yard. I got to check them bees at that other yard. And then I will steal some eggs over there. I'm going to steal some eggs over there, come back and put in these hives that don't have a queen. I've got 2 hives here that don't have queens. Let's see if this hive does, and we'll go from there. I mean, we got plenty of bees here, as you can see. We got plenty of bees to work with here. But we don't have a laying queen, so that's not good. No big deal. We can make it work. Sorry about that. Little collision. These guys are nice and laid back here. Give them a little puff. So we have a nice egg pattern here. So we've had 2. See what we got here? Oh yeah. Look at that pattern. See that pattern? All sealed brood. Same over here. I don't need to go in. This is a good looking hive, guys. Okay. I don't need to go ripping this thing all to pieces. This is fine. This guy is fine. I'm going to checkerboard it just a little bit. See how they got it started? But it was against the wall. So I'm going to make them work. So what I'm going to do is shove this in the middle here. And they're going to come in and work that. Now I'm going to stack this up with another super. Give them elbow room. That's what they need here. I'll be back. I'm gonna put a frame up top here in the middle, kind of get them jump started here. Get them motivated. Oh yeah. Alright, I'm going to close this one up. This hive's queen right, and that. So out of 4 colonies, we had 2 success stories. Okay, and I'll probably come back here in a week and see how they're doing over here. I'm going to go back to my other yard. So we got 2 queen right. We got 2 failures. So what I'll do, I'm going to go back to the other yard and get rob out some frames over there. Probably 2 frames a piece of brood. Bring back over here, because this yard's only 4 miles away. Come back over here and install them, and then mark them. So I'll mark these queen right, these 2, and then I'll come and I'll mark these, and we'll come back in a month and check these. I won't touch them for a month. I got plenty of bees in these boxes to protect this stuff from these varroa wax moths and everything. And I've been treating them too. Keep out the, you saw the essential oil I did. I do that in the spring. I do it, see, we're getting close to June. I do it in June, and then I do it again in the fall. And then I monitor for these hive beetles. I see hive beetles. I got a little trap that I put in. So a little plastic trap is called a beetle blaster. If you go on Dadant and look up beetle blasters, they make a mini and a bigger one. I use the bigger one, and I use olive oil in it. And I'll put it right in the top here. And what happens, the bees chase them all over the place. It's funny to watch them. They'll chase them all over in cracks and crevices. They get a hold of them, they'll bite the heck out of them. But they chase them. What they do, they chase them right into these beetle blasters. And in the bottom is that olive oil. They slip and they fall in a little moat of, a little tub of olive oil, and it kills them. So that's fun for them. They get a little bath of olive oil, and I'm happy. And we eliminate that stupid problem. So that's the plan. I will go over to the other yard and get into those hives. I'll fire the camera back up, and I'm over there, and you can see what's happening. See you in a bit. Hey guys, I'm over here at base camp. I've already got into these hives, and what I've done here, I've robbed from those hives over yonder. I've got brood and eggs, no queen. 2, I grabbed 4 up. I'm going to put them into them other hives. Now this hive, they were kicking butt over here. Now I'm telling you, this thing is loaded with honey. They needed elbow room. I put 1 more on. I didn't rob no honey. These guys the same way. I dropped 2 out of that, frames out of that one. Excellent laying queens. That's why I stole those eggs, larvae from these 2. Dispositions aren't bad. I got the real bitch sisters down there. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with them. So I've stole 2 frames from each one. Now over here, this one here, she's not that good a queen. She was kind of spotty, but they needed elbow room. I'm going to evaluate her another month. I've added another one here. I've added 1 thing of syrup to jumpstart them. These others are not getting any syrup. The other hives over yonder aren't getting any syrup except the ones that I'm making queens in. You want to feed those. This is slap loaded with honey. Okay, we're going to come back in here in a week or 2, but what I wanted to show you is this thing. This thing is called a Propolis trap. And Propolis has got some excellent, Steve-O is into the holistic stuff, right? Well, guess what I'm going to harvest? I'm going to harvest Propolis. And what I'm going to do with this is probably a month it'll take them. I'm going to piss them off. They're already pissed off. These are those nasty bees. I'm going to piss them off a little more. I'm going to put this Propolis trap on. I'm going to put little sticks under here. And daylight, what's going to happen, daylight's going to come in there. All right? They're not going to like that, guys. No, they're not going to like that. But what I get to do, so what they're going to do here is load this whole thing up. Daylight's going to be trying to come through here. So they're not going to like that at all. So they will seal this all up with propolis. Then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to take this off of here, this trap. It's called a propolis trap. You can see them on data. And what will happen here, they will propolis all these holes up. All the daylight. They're going to seal it all along these edges with the bee glue. They go out to the trees. You can see them trying to spank my camera off. They go out to the trees and they get the glue out of the trees. They come back and seal this all up. And that is super high in antiseptic properties to it. And yeah, what I will do is harvest that. And I'm going to make pills, turn it into pills. And I will consume this propolis. Yeah. See, I got a little crack under here. I got a little crack under this thing. They are not going to like that. So they are going to seal that up. Then I'll come back. I'll check this thing probably, I don't know, a couple of weeks. A couple of weeks would be enough. I'll come back in here and I'll rob that back out of there. Then I take it to my deep freezer. It's a gooey mess. It's a gluey stuff. Drop it in a freezer and you freeze it. And then you take that plastic, which has kind of got like a silicone deal in it, you know. And they will go ahead and seal that up, and then I'll just, all you got to do is just rack it back and forth, and all that, you do it over a piece of paper, say butcher's paper, and all that stuff falls out. And then you come back out and put it back on your hive again. So I've got my frames, showed you that little trick on propolis trap. Get that going, get that in your system, okay? It's great for killing parasites. I got a whole bunch of cool things I want to show you guys on eliminating. I showed you guys ate up with worms the other day. We had fun with that. I'm going to show you how to get worms out of your body. 90% of us are infested with worms, okay? Candida, all that good stuff. I'm going to show you how to get that stuff out of your body. I want you healthy so you can be out here with me working bees. Ate up with parasites, you're not going to be there. So I'm going to show you that trick. All right, that's coming up in another show. But I wanted to show you this. Now we're going to go back over the other yard. I'll fire the camera up one more time. This will be like a 3-segment deal, and I'll insert those and put food on those. These girls don't get any more sugar syrup. They're done because they are working fine. They got plenty of honey in here. You're just wasting money throwing more syrup on these things. They can go foraging for more goodies. But I'll monitor them. If they get low, these queens will slow down. There's no nectar coming in. They will slow down in their laying production. As long as you're pumping sugar water to them like I've been doing, these things will jack these things up with eggs. So we'll slow them down. We're going to have a little slow period. This is kind of a slow period this time of year. But we got cabbage palm, sable palm. As Cracker Boys call it, swamp cabbage. Yeah, state tree. Anyway, that's fixing to bloom, and that gives you a lot of nectar in that deal. Pretty thin honey though, but it usually comes in very fast, and but that's coming up. So they got a little dry spot in here. We'll see how it goes. We'll just keep monitoring. I only work these bees about once a month. Don't need to fool around with your beehives any more than that. Just once a month's plenty. Go in and see what's going on. The more you screw around in these beehives, the more chance you got of crushing queens. Crush queens, the hives down. It's not productive. So that's what I do. All right, let's go back to the other yard, install those frames, and put some more juice on them girls over there, and get them rocking and rolling. See you in a bit. Back with you. Back over here at this other yard. And I'm going to take the tops off these, get these frames in here. Yeah, guys, we only had 2 failures. That wasn't bad. Them other bees at that other yard, they are just kicking. I'll tell you what, I got a lot of palmetto in that other yard, and they are doing super good over there. Yeah, so we had 2 failures, so no big deal. Gonna make them do it again, you know? Make them do it again. I'm going to put these eggs on the bottom. Come on, Smoker, there'll be a little fussing and fighting here, because these are different bees. No big deal. They'll chill out pretty quick. They'll mellow out pretty quick. Oh yeah. Shake these bees off of here, because I'm going to add them to this hive over here. Shake them off. Okay, these guys are done here. With the exception of putting feed, I'm going to put food on these. Shift you over here. I'm going to put these hot frames right in the middle of this nest here. They've got sealed brood, they've got eggs, they got sealed brood and eggs. That's all they need to get going, and some pollen. There's pollen in here. Now I'm going to put this other super I've got here on top. This one here is going on top. Brush some bees out of the way. All these frames up here. I think I'm going to be 1 frame short here. No, I'm not. I'm good. Checkerboard. Move them around to where you've got solids on either side of a plane. That way they'll draw that out, and they've got a wall against there that they have to draw against. Okay? Now, I got a little sugar water I got to put on both of these, and we're done in this yard. Put sugar water on these 2 hives right here, and they're done. And now I get to mark them. Today's the 26th of May. So we're going to put on here check 626. Checks tick, 626, done. Those over there, queen right. I'll just put queen right QR on them. That way when I come back, in case I have a brain fart, you know, but I don't think so. All right, so that's your little bee deal for today. Simple to do, easy to do. This style box is not a bad way to go. Now, granted, you're going to have to, you know, toward the end of the season, you have to jack these up maybe 5 tall. That's no big thing. 5 tall is going to run you up here. That's probably what all these will look like toward fall. If you keep making more bees, I'll have, if these two come off on 626, I'll have 8 complete production hives. Now you can throw these into 10 frame equipment, 8 frame equipment, whatever you want to do. And but a real simple way to go. You get scrap lumber, build these things. You can build a ton of them. It's good to have these even if you decide to go with big equipment. You've got these, you can make queens with these. And the weight on them is no big deal. So that's it. And I will catch you on the next show. We'll get into some more crazy stuff. Thanks for stopping by, and as always, be happy. Bye-bye.